Sure it's tonight, yeah? Alright. Hi guys, and welcome to the first ever episode of the Charge It podcast.
Come on.
Where we'll be talking about all things in this game of life, the wins, the losses, and everything in between. So,
You don't know.
You see what I'm saying? You see it? So I think to kind of start off the podcast, it makes sense for us to introduce who we are so everyone knows kind of who's here and like, what we're about. So in the initial stages of drafting this, I remember I was like, I'm going to make this podcast anonymous. So in case I say anything kind of mad, like what will happen is like no one will know what I'm saying. But then I clocked, it's a bit dumb because it's being recorded and I'm going to have to post it on my pages. So
Makes sense.
it makes sense. So me, I go by the name Richard, also known as Sav, R-Sav, or Rico Savage if you know me from there. But you know, if you don't, then
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't, innit? But yeah, that's me. So I've said my government in it, so no pressure for you, man.
Yeah, my name's Nathaniel. From South London as well. Mitcham, South London. Representing Mitcham. But yeah. Studied economics at uni.
Bro, relax.
But yeah, that's me pretty much.
You don't want to tell them your sort code, the bank account number, and them things there. Like,
I'm all good.
Alright. Oh, big spragger.
Yes, my peoples. My name is David. I'm just a calm guy from East London. I met Richard in Bristol, and that's how we started. Been going at it for about 5 years, and you'll find out more about me next.
Yeah, you know. My name's Obed from Croydon, you know already.
No, representing.
But yeah, you know, go by the name D3 as well, with Deebs. That's me, man.
So?
What do you mean? Is that all? That's my crib.
Yeah, but we just started, didn't it?
Alright guys, my name is Starford. And as we go on, you'll find a lot about me, but that's all I have to say now.
Is that it?
How you gonna tell me it's very
Is that it? And yours was much shorter. It was shorter than yours.
I'm trying to compare it. What am I gonna say? What's he gonna say?
Alright, cool. So obviously that's the people in the room right now. I think next we just kind of get into why the podcast, why now, and why the name for it. So I've always been someone that's been interested in podcasts. I do listen from time to time. I've got like my own personal favorites. Like I sit down and invest a lot of energy into it, and I always thought this is something that I want to do myself, but I never dug too deep into it. And then just kind of over the last month, I think everything just kind of aligned, and it just made sense to start one. Found the perfect space, asked everyone kind of gave me the go ahead, so it made me feel comfortable to do that. So here we are, and the reason I kind of named the podcast Charge It is, if anybody knows me personally, you know that's my saying. Like, it's something that just kind of brings me peace, makes me relax, makes me just kind of chill. Whenever I take an L, for example, I just say charge it. I just charge it to the game. Like, how many tickets did you get last year? You had to charge it.
Listen, let's not even talk about that, man.
Word,
the figures.
Man's in 4 figures tickets and that.
4 figures.
Yeah,
I might get one today.
Where'd you park? Wait, you didn't drive here?
No, so I parked at CT. You know where CT is?
We're not from the East, so we
There's
don't
East
know.
London, you know. But yeah, Canning Town.
Oh, Canning Town.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Where's the Canning Town CT?
Oh,
yes.
But yeah, let's see. I'll let you know.
Alright, cool. No. Actually, quick question. You know the thing that what would you call that thing where you knock on people's doors and run away? What do you call that?
Knockdown Ginger.
You call that knockdown ginger?
Yeah, I call it Knockdown Ginger.
You call it knockdown ginger?
Knockdown Ginger still.
Okay, I heard that right. If I said ching chang wallet, do you know what that means?
Oh. No.
Apparently,
Rock, paper, scissors.
yeah. Apparently, ching chang wallet is also knock a door run in East London. But like because I'm from up north, like we used to call it knock a door run.
Yeah, that's what
No, because when you say knockdown ginger, I never actually understand what that. Like what's ginger? What the hell has ginger got to do with knocking on people's door and running? Innit?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
you learn something new, innit?
exactly.
You learn something new, but yeah. So that's kind of obviously why we kind of took a detour, but back to why I called the podcast Charge It. That is why. But yeah, here we are. How's everyone feeling though? How was everyone's journey here?
It's calm. For me, it was calm because I'm like, what, 20 minutes away from
20 minutes? Probably like 5.
Yeah, to be honest, but yeah. It's calm for me.
Yeah, I can't feel you.
Yeah, smooth drive, man.
No car crash.
Nothing. I know that.
Yeah, wild,
Jesus'
bit
name.
wild.
That's me, man. 2 hours, fam. To get here.
2 hours.
What-
Two
what
hours.
time-
You
what time
gotta
do you
rate
leave?
it.
Yeah, what time did you leave?
8?
8.
Yeah.
8. No,
You guys
Yeah.
need to pay me after this.
You come from Bristol?
Yeah. Sorry for Briss. Wow, what a journey.
What a journey.
I love you guys, innit?
Oh, that's right. We don't love.
Nah, do you
You
know
know
what?
it's calm. It's calm.
You know what's so funny? This is like the first time we've all been together since Manchester.
It
Where certain
it's
people didn't
actually-
make it
Yeah, I didn't make
because
it
they were
still.
on holiday
Yeah.
for no
Man.
flipping reason.
Yeah, I was on holiday still. Missed my birthday, but yeah.
That's right. Don't worry, Sweden, innit? You might know.
Yeah, next one.
Sweden. David asked. I got
That's
his,
if some certain man can make it.
no, I got his permission slip.
Oh, yeah?
I got his permission slip.
He can make it.
He's calm to go. She knows the vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, so Sweden, but no. You know.
What's the capital city of Sweden again? Come on, guys. You want to go somewhere you don't even... So why do you want to go to
I
Sweden?
don't know if it's
Stockholm.
Gothenburg or...
That's Denmark,
Stockholm.
G.
Jeez.
Stockholm,
yeah.
that's it.
I did say Stockholm.
Oh, you said it? Oh,
yeah, I said Stockholm.
yeah,
So why do you say Denmark? What's the capital city of Denmark?
Copenhagen.
Okay.
Who knows Norway? Starts with O.
Oslo.
Yes.
You
What's
did.
the other scan? Those are the three scans.
What are we doing here? Doing country?
What about Iceland? Last one, Iceland.
Nah.
Reykjavik.
Okay. Alright, cool.
Wow.
Cool, no, do you know
It's my
what?
weakness.
Alright, let's
Cut that. That'll get cut. That'll get cut.
No, that's staying in there, bro. That's staying in there. I want them to know why you're asking capital cities.
This ain't no countdown.
Alright, cool. So I think it only makes sense that if I start a podcast during this kind of period to talk about the most prominent thing that's kind of going on, like Corona, like what you man saying about that?
You want to go first?
Yeah, Corona. I mean, I think through the first lockdown, it was a bit mad. It was all new to us.
Yeah.
It was all about adjusting to the new times, but it seems like it's gonna be like this for a while. Even though there is a vaccine, even though we get vaccinated and all that, we all agree to it. It's still gonna be somewhat like cautious. We're all gonna be cautious about something, a new virus, isn't it?
No, definitely.
So yeah, during this time, I guess for me, I've been trying to learn new skills. Sounds a bit too much, but
Sounds cliche.
Yeah, very cliche.
You basically come to a job interview. Man's like,
Yeah,
what
no.
you been doing during the Corona? Learning new skills.
Exactly.
No, but I remember though, because you were sending me all the certificates for the things that you done in it.
yeah,
Oh,
learning new
that's
skills,
great.
Excel and all that
Oh, here you
stuff.
go, it's Mike.
But yeah,
Tell us some new skills. I'm interested.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think the ladies will want to
You
know.
drew
It
it
gets
out.
a bit technical, you
You
know.
drew it out.
So obviously, with me, it's about investment management,
Yeah.
and to do so, you have to utilize Excel and all that. So yeah, I've been getting some certificates, just kind of upgrading my skill set. So yeah, that's
Good.
me.
Good with numbers.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Do you know what? No, I don't like the way David drew me out. I don't like the way he drew me out.
You can put me up when you want. You can put me up when you want.
No, so what have you been up to? What have you been up to,
Yeah,
Dag?
what have you been up to?
Dagenham?
Dagenham Dave.
Dagenham
Hustling.
Dave? Inside out?
Hustling.
Plug it.
Been using a
Remember
few
you started,
tools.
yeah.
That's why he's calling me that. That's
People
my
are already-
that's my nickname. Yeah, just been doing a bit. Not too much. Keeping it low key, you know.
You're not trying to plug Inside Out or?
Inside out?
Mhm.
Oh, inside out's the thing I've been doing inside and outside the house. So if you need your fences done, you need your patios, your slabs
Dave.
done.
Like
Well, I can do that because I did it during the summer.
Yeah.
Inside, I can do a few things.
Link in the bio.
Of course,
You
Lincoln.
do it in London.
Let me know. Let's
Outside
let's
as
push
well.
it, man. Let's
Yeah,
push.
yeah,
Let's
that-
push our own
Of course.
businesses because we've got to set up. Do you know what I mean? There's gonna be
No,
a
it
lot of
makes
people,
sense. Black
people getting
businesses.
cribs
Black business
and stuff. So if you need your flooring down your stairs, you know who to contact.
In every city, right?
If you're willing to pay me for travel, I don't mind.
You get a white,
You know, get me a hotel.
you get a white van. Remember when you rented the van?
Yeah, I went in the van one time. That's when it started. That's when I thought this is lit.
This is it. Nah,
Yeah.
you fit in. You
Stay
fit
on
in
that,
now,
bro.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you man?
Do you know what, right? Lockdown hasn't really affected me like that, you know, because obviously I've never really been that, you know, going out type of person.
Okay.
Like, do you know what I mean? So I've always stayed indoors and that. So in terms of like having like restrictions as to what time you can go out and that hasn't really bothered me. I think the only thing is the fact that you're being told you can't go out, innit? So that's what's making me like, you know, I actually want to go out now. But
Yeah.
before, I actually didn't care. So it's not a big thing, but what have I been doing? Nothing much, I can't even lie to you, man. Just working, just trying to get my money up.
Oh,
That's
That's,
it.
that's,
No,
that's,
that's it.
literally it.
What about
That's
the big
what I
70
do
plate?
right now.
That's an achievement.
What about the big 70 plate?
Oh yeah, you know, got a little present for myself as well.
What'd you get?
So,
Semi plate as well.
He's not, yeah.
You got a 20 plate.
Nah, it's a big thing. It's a big
Wow,
thing.
yeah,
It's a
wow.
big thing. You'll see it when you step outside. It's a big thing. It's a big thing.
The other man.
That's been me, man.
Yeah.
Chilled.
I think you just said everything I wanted to say. You know.
Huh? Where's your semi plate?
He DJ. This guy's pretty much gonna copy everything I say.
Word.
No, for me, COVID is like a dream come true for me, though.
Oh, wow.
Let me finish. Relax.
In this
guys, relax.
corona pandemic.
No.
Take it off.
No, obviously because it fits who I am in terms of the lockdown and everything, the
Mm,
measures and everything. Because I'm always staying indoors and all that. So
African.
this actually doesn't change anything for me. It's like I go when I want to go out. So even if I'm indoors and you guys are panicking outside and saying I can't go nightclub, I can't go to the pub, I can't see the girls on Tinder and everything like that, I'm like chill and
So that
relax.
was
I'm like,
we did
on Tinder?
yeah, obviously you lot own it.
Ooh.
I'm just relaxed at home, like
No,
playing my game,
don't
Call
do
of
that.
Duty.
No, you can't say you lot. Don't
You
do
don't
it, man.
do
Don't add names, yeah.
Don't do them things
You
still.
don't do them things.
I take it back there. I take it
Thank you, bro. What? Nah, cool.
back. What about you, though?
Me?
Yeah.
Do you know what? It's been alright. It's been interesting. Obviously, we've got this. So this was one thing that. But I remember the first lockdown. What I really got into was running. I remember when H.
You got me on that.
Yeah, H basically said me when everyone started the 5K challenge. He must have challenged us. And at first, I normally just air his thing like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no, I did it first.
He done it first and then challenged me and David, didn't it? And I was like, do you know what? Let me try
I remember
this.
that still.
So I done it the first time. I think I done like 5K in like 30 minutes. Then I'm seeing Scott McTominay and them are doing 20. I was thinking, nah, I'm not a prick.
16.
Yeah, I'm not a
17
prick. Like even Lingard was doing it. So I took it upon myself to start getting into it and I started running more. And it was like, it became something that I really enjoyed. So I was just doing it more and more. It's been lit though, it's been lit. Everyone. Actually, just getting into like the initial stages, I was thinking, you know, when I booked this studio, I was thinking, I'm gonna tell everybody to come like 2:15 rather than the 2:30 because certain people are late. Like, I don't want to name no names, but they know who they are. Innit? Like they know who they are. I'll admit I'm the second latest, but there's someone that's just always late.
It's their trademark, isn't it? But obviously the excuse was going to be fashion be late.
Fashionably late.
But because I thought today was going to be on audio, as it's a podcast, I didn't know it was going to be cameras. So
Right.
that's
So,
why.
hey, you got a trim.
Yeah, no, I got a trim today.
Yeah, Deebs, you got a trim. Staff, you know those cameras.
We knew,
Yeah,
man.
I know.
So everyone knew except
That's
you, Dave.
confirmed.
Oh, raw.
Hold on, a quick question, right? Would you man think about dating apps though?
Disgusting.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yo,
Wait,
you
why?
can't just say that, you know.
No, he has to support that. He has to support
That's
that.
a good question.
Leave it out there like that,
Yeah.
fam.
On one
Why?
hand, yeah, I've known a lot of it's like success stories and people who are still going strong, years strong
From dating apps.
from
yeah.
dating apps.
Yeah.
But then at the you got the other hand where you got like people who use it just for
Yeah, manipulate.
Yeah,
But you know what?
reasons.
Is there anything actually wrong with that? Because more often than not, like the reason that our generation is like we're very technology based, like everything's digital, so we get to see like things quickly. Imagine you're basically in Croydon, you can see a thing in like flipping Birmingham. So it opens up choices
That's
for
very
you.
true.
It opens up choices for you to get to know. It's almost improving the quality, and I think we're just becoming really fussy now.
Why?
That's why no one's saying.
No, you lot are saying it like women are food. Like,
It's not
like,
who's
not
saying
saying
that?
Women,
No.
It's not just men.
No.
Women.
I
Women
get
go
what
on
you're trying
there.
to say though, but obviously, like, if you're seeing everything differently, right, or
Yeah.
in different areas, you will not appreciate what you have around you. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna be like, look, let me go Birmingham. I hate this shit. You know what I mean? And then you travel, waste money.
That's what we call choice.
You don't waste.
Yeah.
You don't waste. You're
wasting.
No.
It's wasted.
What you're doing is you're
It's called
experiencing.
waste of energy.
You're experiencing
Wasting
new
your
things.
energy.
Imagine if there wasn't dating
You
apps,
don't-
right? Certain man wouldn't even leave where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Like because of dating apps, certain man have been like, oh, do you know what? Let me go to Sheffield.
But what would you call that then? What would you call that?
We call that traveling, didn't it? We call that traveling.
Nah, but if you say, yeah, because of a tin, you're moving to Sheffield.
Yeah.
It sounds like your dog or you're hunting or something. You know what I
But
mean?
I can't lie. If we
Makes
speak on
you
most
sim-
men, the thing that makes men like what makes men move the most, apart from money.
Woman.
So that's why. That's why.
But it still doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? It still doesn't make sense. Yo. It's a bad habit that men need to get rid of.
No,
I've
but
got
it
no
comes down
problem.
to your own choice, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
It comes down if you wanna travel that far for one particular person, whether it's a guy or a girl.
You know what you just said? Like, it just
Well,
clocked.
that's up to
I know
you,
two
innit?
names here, but I don't want to mention. Let me just mention it.
No way, man. No way.
I just clocked. Let me just say it, fam. We're gonna trend in it. Let's just put it out there.
That's fighting people.
Hey, you know the
Is
man.
it that-
We're gonna
that-
put it
that-
on
that-
the script, bro.
Wait,
yeah?
quick question, right?
Sportsman.
Wait,
Yeah,
David, you say you don't like, you don't agree with them, do you? What's your reason?
Yeah.
Thanks. Good question, because I think a lot of people would have been misunderstood by just me giving a point blank answer. I just feel as if I'm kind of old school, and I remember there was a time when you can actually meet, because when I was younger I used to go out quite a lot. You could actually meet people by face. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I still kind of value that more. And I have
Respect
an older
that.
sister in it that's like 10 years older than me. So I remember them 32 10 days where you would meet someone in the club, text, this is that, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like meeting somebody online, I would say for young people it's disgusting in a sense. For older people who've just been widowed, they can do that. But for young people, look, you have the world ahead of you. Go out. You're going to bump into
No. But
No,
listen,
let him finish, let him
in this
finish.
time of COVID,
Yeah.
do you think people now are
Exactly.
shifting more towards this?
Yeah.
It's not real though. How are you
But
meeting
how are
somebody
you going to
online?
meet people when you literally can't?
You can't go out in that.
You
So
got
I
a
ain't-
permit.
So you
You're
want
gonna
man
catch
to just
COVID
stay
with
indoors?
Nah, I
and
get what
just be-
David's trying to say.
They do what they do, innit?
When you meet somebody,
But low key, think about it.
Mm.
If you move to things on like girls on Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that, right?
yeah.
That's basically
Online.
online. That's like a dating app in a
Technically,
way. you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Technically,
Yeah.
it's a dating app as well.
Anything
It's
online,
not
I don't
designed
support it.
For dating,
specifically for dating.
but it's,
Yeah.
it's
But
doing the
you're
same thing.
Messaging
Like,
things on.
and you go off
You know what I'm
pictures.
saying?
Pretty much,
So-
literally, that's
What's-
kind of how
what's the
all
difference?
it
You know
is.
why I agree with David?
And I'm not a fan of that.
Because like the
You're
young
not.
ones coming up
Let's
right now,
not-
yeah.
okay.
The young ones coming up, they ain't got confidence in like approaching people and speaking to you.
That's true. That's
You know
true.
what I mean? And you need to build that as a human being.
Yeah.
It helps you in your job and everything you do in your career wise. So if you
Yeah.
don't have confidence and you're always texting people, who are you really? Social media?
That's true. No,
Yeah.
it's true. It's true.
So,
I get that.
Alright, cool.
You
When,
need to learn how to approach people.
when this is
as well,
done, 1,
you
2,
know
3 gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I lost the game, man.
1, 2, 3
Did any of you
game.
guys know about 1-3 game?
what I mean?
Introduce me.
No.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 game. Now you go ahead.
Maybe
and-
later on.
Legend, man.
Legend.
That game, absolutely. Manchester days, man. So
Oh, is it?
like,
Old
yeah,
school?
yeah. So
Okay.
basically, what happens is like, so imagine all of us are just walking around, let's say in town or something, right? So let's say if I saw a girl that's nice, that I think is nice, right? I go 1-3 game. The last person to basically say game has to go and meet
Oh
that girl,
man,
innit?
I would love that.
No,
I
it's
would
crazy,
love
bro.
But the twist to it, right, if all of you think the girl's not good looking, right, then I've got to move to her.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
So
so
it's-
it's an
yeah, don't be
interesting
saying
one.
game for anything.
Yeah.
But
I see.
okay. As we've been talking about. Actually, you know, I think H touched on it a bit with this whole COVID situation. If there was a vaccine, would you take it?
I need a meme right now to just be like, oh no, wait, you don't need I need
Do you know what? I would usually just say straight no, innit?
Yeah.
But when you think about it, there's all these other vaccines that we take, like the flu jab. There's a lot of things that we've actually taken. But the reason why all of a sudden we don't want to take the COVID vaccine is because of like the whole conspiracy theories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I agree with you, right? But I feel like it's different. Because back then when we took it, we didn't have any decisions. It was mostly our parents that said, you have to take it as a child. You know what I mean? They give the consent. But when you grow up and you learn your own decisions, it's your body now. And you know, look, the whole thing about COVID and how COVID came about, right? It makes you feel like, yo, what's going on? And how there's vaccines already. Like, yo,
No, but
is there any research?
realistically,
Is there any lab tests? Like,
for our like for healthy people,
Yeah.
realistically, we're not going to be taking it until next summer, and it's typically
The
those
question-
who are more at risk now that are going to be taking it.
Yeah.
So by the time we take it, we're gonna have more knowledge about it.
the question I have for everybody is, what does COVID do to the body?
It depends person to person, don't it?
So why are you taking one vaccine then?
Why do you take a flu jab?
I didn't take it.
Oh, you didn't take it?
I don't
No,
know.
but
I
you,
didn't take
you
it.
definitely had some jabs when you were younger.
I don't know. My mom.
No, but you had,
I don't know.
you had
I don't
some,
know
like,
what's in
you-
With this one particular, I ain't taking it, man.
Yeah.
I ain't taking
I
it.
hear you.
Unless
That's-
maybe
that's
my
a stance.
work
That's a
says,
stance.
look, if you don't take it, then you can't work.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen though, because they're saying that works are gonna make you take it, and you might have to take it to fly. So like, it's gonna become one of those things. You're gonna have to take it. if you wanna-
Exactly.
if you wanna S out.
Does it
Lying,
not make
you
you
know.
scared though?
No,
That-
yeah.
They're actually forcing it onto you now.
and there's nothing you can do.
There's
about
nothing you can do about it. Do you know one thing that they were
There's
doing that I
actually
found really
nothing.
suspicious though? They were saying they're gonna get Obama and Boris Johnson to take it.
And
live.
they said
Just
it.
for
They
us,
said it
for us,
themselves.
but then what I'm thinking is, imagine if there's only 2 good vaccines and they give it to them, man, and we're getting some dead things, fam. Next thing you know,
You actually don't know what they're giving you.
So you want to go take it?
But
who
I
knows?
found that
Innit?
a lot of times you don't know what they're giving you.
And it should be
You
a
know
free
what-
will.
When you go hospital,
You know what's
they give
happening
injections,
right now,
you don't even
right?
know what they're giving you.
We're
but
forgetting
you
the
just
power
take
we
it.
hold as humans. You know what I mean? Like in the sense, no. We can go there. Let's go there, right?
Go on, let's hear it.
You know the saying, majority wins the vote. You know what I mean? We are letting people that are not considering us make decisions for us. Let them hear what the people have to say about this vaccine before you actually.
You think
So we're gonna do stuff.
You think people
Go down and shut up. I don't want to take this. I
But-
don't want to take this.
Man's outside number 10 saying, no way.
You know what I mean? Let's just
Can we do that?
if
Let's
we
do
roll
that.
it out.
Yeah, let's roll it. I'll roll with you.
No,
Wherever you're going, I'll
the
roll
reason
with
why
you.
I'm scared a bit about it is because like the company that's even doing it, I've done my research about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's there's something about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some guy bought like loads of stocks in it just before the vaccine was like
Thank
being
you.
produced. So it was mad. It was kind of like, but you understand, it's always a money game.
You know what I mean? And the big question I have in my head is like, how come when Trump lost, they said, "Oh, we got a vaccine now"? The same day he lost.
That was a bit. That timing was a bit.
It was,
bad.
yeah, coincidental. Like.
Stock market.
So I think they were maybe holding it off a little bit.
Thank you. So why though?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
Because Trump even said we have vaccines already, but nobody believed him. But when he came off, everybody's like, we got a vaccine now. And it was trending everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's an agenda behind it. People are
There
pushing it.
always is. There always
Oh,
is.
you know what I mean?
Come on, you understand politics.
And
That was a joke.
one thing I want to see is, right, the people creating the vaccines, like Fauci and them lot, yeah, and Bill Gates, I want them to bring their kids on TV, right? And I need to be there so that they can inject them with
No,
that vaccine.
no, that's what
So
I'm
that
saying.
I'll
Like,
know.
you actually need to be there.
We need
on
an
TV,
audience,
you'll just be like,
you know what I mean?
Well, Bill Gates,
You know what
apparently,
they're giving.
apparently the word on road is that Bill Gates just wants the population
He said that
In this-
himself
yeah.
on TED Talk.
to
He said
reduce.
it.
That's
We need
his
to reduce
motive.
it. You know what he did in Kenya?
Kids in Africa,
You know what he did?
Yeah. Probably
He
give
gave them a vaccine, right? That actually makes women not give birth anymore.
steroid, yeah.
And they didn't know.
Really?
They
Yeah,
affected
yeah,
the whole
yeah,
country.
yeah.
And do you know what they did
What's
to
it called again? I
They
forgot.
made the whole country keep quiet about it because they paid them.
Yeah, word, yeah, because that was
The whole country,
hush hush.
Kenya was quiet about it. They couldn't talk about it.
Yeah.
That's the power America holds.
I'm gonna
Oh,
have
because
to
of
read
Bill
into
Gates.
that.
Yeah.
Let him just stick to his Microsoft, man. We don't
Word,
you know what I mean?
word.
You know what I mean?
And I saw the whole vaccine thing, like when he went.
And I'm not talking about 1,000 women, million women.
Wow.
He was giving them vaccines, thinking, oh, it's going to help them. No kids.
Let's do a
No
vote.
kids.
Let's do a vote for the vaccine. Who's
I ain't taking it.
know-
I prefer to die than take
Eventually.
it.
Wait, what's the
I've-
third?
I've-
no, let's do a vote
opinion
between
about it.
all five of us.
Yeah,
There's five of us. So there's
I
gonna be a
ain't
winner.
taking it.
yeah.
Uh,
Well, I mean,
Stafford.
I'm
I ain't taking it.
undecided.
That's
So
what I'm
I
saying.
need more
I'm-
information.
Hands up if
Okay.
you're gonna take
I
it.
ain't taking it.
No one's taking it here. I think we all just
Me,
want to kind of
eventually.
study. Yeah,
Me,
eventually,
Eventually, I feel like eventually.
you have
If
no
it's
choice
gonna
if you
affect
wanna-
the people
if you
around
wanna
me,
fly
then I'll
out.
take
Yeah, if they make it mandatory, where you have
Yeah,
to,
don't- yeah,
if
we'll
you
have
have
to-
to flout, you can't take it. But my argument is that if you're young and healthy and your immune system's strong, do you need to take the vaccine before 50? If you're healthy and you don't feel and you haven't been told by your doctor that you
You
have
have it, and
underlying
you
health
don't feel like
conditions.
you could have it. Like you don't.
Some of
expose
us already
yourself.
had it.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what's funny?
It might be asymptomatic.
That's what I wanted to say, right? I asked you initially, what are the symptoms of COVID?
Oh,
You know what I
fatigue.
No. And if, I feel like it keeps changing.
It's not.
You know what I mean?
It's been the same thing.
No,
It's
no.
consistent.
No.
It's consistent.
Do you know,
Nah,
recently
Hey,
there's
but-
coughing as
but-
well.
Don't try that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
like,
all
come
been
on.
that.
No, no.
I'm
And he's in the. Don't start.
Don't- that's his
That's
profession.
you're coming against. You're coming against certain
I
man's
want to ask you a
jobs.
question. I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
Is it airborne?
Yeah.
COVID is airborne.
Mhm.
So that means everybody has it then. So why is there lockdown?
No.
No.
So
No, everyone doesn't have it because I don't have it.
How do you know you don't
I've
have
been
it?
I took a test
I've
last
been
week.
tested.
Antibody test?
Yo,
Yeah.
but do you know how many people had the test and they got a negative and then they test again, they get positive?
Well,
Perfect.
Something
Elon
could have
Musk.
happened in between that time.
Exactly.
Elon Musk,
yeah.
same day, 4 tests, 2 positive, 2
Yeah.
negative. How can you say that?
Yeah, just like H said, between that time they might have gone to the toilet.
exactly.
Are you serious?
But no,
Very, very serious.
understand this, right? It's not. It's about protecting others around you as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
please.
so you might
Look,
be.
look.
No, you might
Okay,
be
fair
strong.
enough.
You know-
If you're in the same room
Look,
and you take the test 4 times in a row,
Yeah.
within that same
And then
5
That's
10
what happens
minutes.
and
to
then
Elon
just positive. Alright, do you know what? Cool.
No, but-
Man, we'll do our research.
I don't
and
know
come
about
back.
that one.
do your research.
No,
I've
you
done my
read it.
research.
You
Yeah.
didn't.
Do your research.
Oh,
Don't
read
tell
it.
me you work. So you're coming. Don't tell me that. You're a doctor.
No, I read that as well. I read that as well.
PhD
But that's just
coach,
reading.
Wait,
That's
like,
the
don't
news.
don't joking. Don't
No,
joke
no,
and
no,
stuff.
no,
Some of those things.
That's
no,
my
no,
friend
no,
as
no.
well. What? They took the test several times within the same.
No, not
on
several
the same
times,
day.
right? No, not several times.
Then
Then how many times?
how
Two
many days?
people live in the same property, right?
Yeah,
Have the test. One negative, one positive.
because
That's two
immune
different
system.
people,
That's
like-
what I'm saying already.
Yeah, one might.
No, but then the vaccine will roll out for everybody. You know what I mean? They're not actually taking into factor why this person didn't get it. But they're going to say, look, everybody has to get it now. And obviously,
Just for
if
precautions.
no, wait.
For
If
precautions.
COVID didn't get
Body.
me, maybe the vaccine will react differently with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's a
So
vaccine?
it's like the flu
No,
jab,
no.
right?
What's a
You're-
vaccine? What's a vaccine? It's actually the virus itself for your immune system to get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
So
the
you're
flu jab.
giving me the virus when I don't have it. Does it make sense?
The flu jab. Once you get the flu jab, you do experience.
I don't have it,
flu
mate.
symptoms,
I had
flu
it.
symptoms
Yeah.
straight after.
I didn't take it, so I don't know what
That's
you're
you, but
talking
I've taken it, right?
Yeah.
And
You got a strong immune system.
yeah, no.
Yeah, but
I'm,
you
I'm
got
just saying.
Yeah, innit?
You get.
I'm just saying.
You get right,
You take it, even though you don't have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same thing going forward in the next
You know what's
couple,
funny?
10, 15, 20 years.
Think of the body like a computer, right? You're
Oh.
saying, right?
So
I
it's a
No, no,
machine.
wait.
I think this is the final point. And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
we'll have to
let me
transition
finish.
because
Yeah.
PhD is really killing us here.
Think of the body as a computer, right? You're saying, put a virus on a computer for it to be stronger.
No.
In other words, yes, that's what a vaccine does. Am I lying? They give you a virus for your immune system to battle it out, right?
Yeah.
To
No,
get used to
you
it.
get the antivirus first, right? You get it
That's the
installed when
same
you
thing.
first
Though.
get it.
Is the same thing. Don't think twice about it. Think
It's
about
debate,
it.
it's debate.
I think let's get on to something a bit more light-hearted. You know, we've touched on a really interesting topic here, and I think a lot of valid points have been raised. And just kind of moving forward, I think, in terms of, I think for the viewers and the people listening, it's nice to kind of get a reflection into our lives and what we get up to. Like, so I'm gonna pose a question out to you. What's the maddest L that you've actually taken in life, where you can now look back and go, nah, that was hilarious. Like, and £100 on the table for if anybody's story beats
Do you know what? I've got so many L's in it, but I feel like the biggest L. I'm not even going to speak on this like today. Maybe down the line, maybe we'll have more, little stories and that. It might come out. But I think probably my biggest L I've taken, probably for girl. Right? But we ain't going to get into that.
We're not gonna get it.
We ain't going to get into that. But
When you just said Gamal and
we leave it there.
We leave it there.
Further on, maybe we might bring it out.
We might.
You ain't got it. You can be off camera.
Off camera,
Until it
yeah.
might drop,
Yeah,
you know?
maybe off camera.
When you put it to emotion.
Wait,
What?
obviously when you said that, yeah, it's making me feel like the girl will know if she watches this, isn't it?
I mean, if it says a story, she'll know what's going on, innit?
But it's not like
Definitely,
it's specific to somebody. Like
It's
that,
not-
that person would know it when you just mentioned this.
No, that person.
Because I don't want like on the YouTube story or comments.
Man's like,
the girl
I
will be
mean-
like, you did this to me.
I'm seeing better dislikes on the video.
Like, why? Where's this coming from?
This gonna be like, boom, boom.
But no, that's another story for another day. innit?
You can answer vaguely. Did she do you dirty?
No, it wasn't about doing me dirty. It's just about, when you're just put in predicaments that you don't even want to be in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Predicament that you didn't even imagine yourself being in.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
like the police
Oh, you
coming
swear
in.
that
Like
lot.
that police coming in and that.
Oh,
you know what I'm
them
saying?
ones.
Like,
After
Wow.
yeah,
Case.
it's-
I've been in that before.
exactly.
But it's not now though.
Well, you've been in that.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
An
stress.
An L isn't like my L might not be an L to
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
innit? So
yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
L is
That's
different.
very
But it was an L in a way that I didn't like it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah.
Because police can come for noise making anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything.
That does happen to you?
A lot, fam. You
No,
know, you
explain,
already. Banging
explain.
music, police will come.
Oh,
My neighbors will
wow.
call them and like, yo, there's too much noise, blah blah blah.
Right.
Girls shouting,
Right.
police will come. Anything
Right.
at all.
PhD stuff is like that.
Anything. So
If
for
a
me,
pattern-
it's just how you handle the police when they come. You know what I mean? Because they ain't gonna do nothing to you. They're just gonna be like, yo, what's happening? We've been told this. All right, nothing is happening. They go their way. Simple. That's it. But if you come and you're like, what are you doing here? They're gonna like challenge you and then
Yeah,
obviously
yeah,
put you in cuffs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Don't give them that excuse, man.
Anyone else? Well, interesting L's.
For me,
I didn't actually say what the L.
What the L was?
actual
Okay.
Yeah.
But the biggest one has been the girl, innit?
but that's been the biggest one. But another L that I can vaguely remember, right? So also what? I think this is like during the Easter time, like Easter break, innit? This is first year uni now. So one of my boys, Sam, shout out Sticks.
Sticky.
He was like, oh, what? He had like a radio show in it. He had to go DJ. It's like, yeah, I'm coming for you. He's like, yeah, after let's go Leicester and just a little. I was like, calm, whatever. Bear in mind, yeah, I had money in my account, but that money in my account for if I buy a train ticket or whatnot, yeah, I can't really do no spending in Leicester. Do you know what I'm saying?
look at the levels now.
So we're thinking, alright, cool. How are we gonna do this? So we're thinking, yeah, it has to be a bumping thing from London to Leicester, innit?
If you've done it, you've done it.
Cool. So we've gone to St Pancras now. Barriers are closed. We're thinking, alright, cool. This is all long. So I think, you know what? Imagine, cool, a ticket to Leicester, in fact, was like, I think £58, innit? From London to Leicester. We should have just bought it at the end of the day, but we didn't. So we just bought a ticket to the next stop, innit? Which was like £7. Done that. Got on the train's going, everything. Calm. Happy days. We're like probably halfway into the journey, something like that, right? Ticket come now. Ticket, please. I'm thinking, damn. this is long.
You know the ones where you got to start touching your pocket.
And
Like.
even that, bro. Listen, we were pretending like we were sleeping. Obviously, we bought a ticket, but we've missed our stop now based on the ticket. So we're not pretending to sleep, bro. This ticket was tapping us, making sure like wakes us up. Man. We wake up now. Like tickets. And we're like, all trying to act all shocked and everything, thinking like, wait, where are we? All these kind of things. Like, but he knows. I'm sure other people probably done this in the past. This is Leicester, like I'm sure a lot of people bumped to Leicester. So he's gone, so you have to get off the next stop. Bear in mind now.
Middle of where?
Middle of nowhere.
Shit.
They've now kicked us literally not even off the train, off the actual station.
Wait.
Oh.
They've taken us outside, like we can't even come back. They've now closed. Like I think that was the last train as well.
Ooh.
Like there was no trains after that. They've locked the station. Everything. We're like, we're done.
What?
We've now gone to the cab driver. Like, oh, how much for a cab to
Probably
Leicester?
£100.
100 plus. Literally, so we're thinking, oh my. And remember, right? The ticket to Leicester initially
Well,
was
50
£50
something,
innit?
For one
Bro,
person,
for each person, yeah.
So £100.
Yeah, so literally we ended up literally paying
Spending the
100.
same amount.
Literally, even
more.
You spend more on the cab,
Because you
innit?
already bought a
for
ticket as
Leicester
well.
journey.
And it's going to be a longer journey.
Exactly. So it was like, and I think both of us spent just probably under bills each just to get to Leicester, man.
We said it was 100.
But wait.
Yeah.
We said it was 100.
100 for what?
He said less
How much
than
is the charge?
100. He said 100 plus.
No.
innit?
100 plus.
Yeah.
Wait, let me ask you a
damn.
question.
No, I'm saying the ticket from London to Leicester was 50 something.
Yeah. How much was the
if
cab?
you had bought the ticket, that's how much it was. But I'm not.
He's talking about the
that's
train
not-
ticket though.
What?
No, I'm asking about the cab. How much was the
That's
cab?
not, for the cab, we both ended up paying just under
A
bills.
bill. So it'll probably be like 190.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, 190 or something like that.
Wait, did the ticket man not tell you to buy a ticket on within?
Nah, but it
Because
could
they
have
said-
No. That's what I'm saying. He
He wasn't on it.
Mad, like,
Ah.
Because normally
he
it
knew
ends up in
he knew there was no trains after. He knew there was no trains after, innit?
Yeah, so
he's trying to mess you up.
Exactly, like
He done you dirty. He done you
like
dirty. He
that.
done you dirty.
Wow.
That man. So basically, imagine, right?
That's an abuse,
Ended
right
up
there, man.
spending pretty much all my money.
Money-
The
wow.
money that I was gonna use to basically spend
Live
the
life,
next
innit?
drinks.
ended up spending that on a cab journey there. Then yeah, man. But it started a good time.
Shit, I will flip, man.
So I've never actually been.
'Cause I can actually
I've never
pay for
been
the
to
ticket.
Leicester without taking an L.
Bruv,
That's
no,
what
literally,
I'm saying.
the L in Leicester, the L that starts in Leicester.
I
is
don't
I don't know if it's one of you.
I-
I hid in the
L's, man.
toilet.
See
What?
L's,
Who hid
telling
in
you.
the toilet? I don't know if it's you.
No, I hid in the
Yeah,
toilet.
yeah, is it?
And this bloody pagan came to knock on it. I was like, excuse me, I was like, bro, I'm taking this shit in there.
So I found some of them are pricks. I'm telling you.
They're pricks. Like, that's one of them jobs I know that you have to be a prick to do. Like, you have to be a prick to be like a ticket inspector. You have to be a prick because you love it. When people don't have it, I bet you get a thrill out of it. It's like, oh, I know this person doesn't have a ticket. You can tell when they don't have a ticket. They start doing this.
Start stressing all of that.
I banged it once, man. Birmingham to Bristol. 2 stops. It was.
You get caught.
No, I loved it. It was, I think,
It's 2 stops though.
Chippenham and.
Nah, I've done that.
Chippenham and then somewhere else.
Oh,
So
is
2
it?
stops.
Is it Gloucester?
Easy.
It's not Gloucester,
No,
is it?
No, Chippenham
close?
was Gloucester. Yeah.
What is it? What's the name of that place?
I forgot.
Cheltenham Spa?
Cheltenham, yeah.
Cheltenham Spa.
that was it,
Cheltenham
yeah.
Spa.
That's it.
You know when you bump Bristol to Birmingham, you know.
Cheltenham Spa and then Parkway and then walked to UE.
You see it?
First year.
That beautiful walk.
Yeah, that totally walk. Hey, litness.
Nah,
Litness.
that's it.
Didn't get spun. Never did it again. No. I remember the next one did it.
Oh yeah.
That holiday. Let's not even talk about
That-
that. We got away with that.
We did.
Had to go to wildlife for a bit. What was that station? London Luton Airport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that you lot snap a trick?
Yeah.
What station was that? Blackfriars to Luton.
Blackfriars.
Blackfriars, yeah.
Yeah, to Luton.
To Luton. Guys, if you ever want to do that,
Yeah.
you gotta be active.
Shout Dagenham.
You gotta be active. That's what I'm saying.
But to me, you shouldn't be doing that now, man. What big man.
Yeah, this was uni times.
Imagine getting spun at 25 plus.
It's not even worth the stress when I think
I
about
just
it,
finished
fam.
uni.
Like, I
That's
can't remember. I moved with him once in London, right? And this guy was just moving left, right. He was not paying for tickets. This guy.
Hey, TFL, that's not me. That's not me, like, don't add me.
And I'm like, yo, Rich, I ain't moving like this, fam. I ain't moving.
Like,
Like
can't do it.
Because one thing I hate, yeah, I was young back then, yeah, and I was like, if they call my dad or something should happen and my dad gets involved, my dad is gonna be like, you could pay for it. So why are you trying to be like the bad boy out here?
Yeah.
I ain't got no excuse, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna pay for it.
It's the throw.
Yeah,
You see,
Finesse is
you want to
England.
enjoy it, but that enjoyment is wrong. You know what I mean? Because it might end badly for you. And that's why I said to you initially, those L's, I can't get it. Because I'm always trying to put myself in the right place.
Okay, so
I get that. innit?
Okay, cool. So what's your L then?
My L is not really an L, but like it's something bad that happened to me. I don't know, based on my decision or it's my injury, innit? So 1 week to my tryouts, I decided to go play for a team and try and help them win a game.
So wait, was this your team then?
It was a Sunday league team.
Oh,
I can't lie.
I've trained with them like
that's the.
I trained with them to get fitness to the tryouts, right?
Okay.
So then they were like, "Yo, you're mad. Let's play Amonsbury, innit?"
Oh.
Yeah. So I said to them,
So you were doing training with them. They now want you to play a match with them.
Yeah.
That's-
Even the first team was talking to me about everything. Like, so I'm like, let me go play for them. So when I come back from the trials, right, at least I know I can get into the first team and play for them. At least I got something on the side. You know what I mean? So I played the first game. First off, I'm moving like I'm getting the ball. My confidence is coming in.
Yeah.
The guy smashes me in the penalty box. Then the referee says no penalties. I'm like, yo, are you racist or what?
You
Just saw that.
Fam, you played in Bristol, you know.
Bristol here,
Yeah,
man.
if you played in Bristol, you know.
Yo, and he was like, get up. I was like, yo, why should I get up? But then he was talking to us, I was like, yo, you don't like me, do you?
Fam, you know the ones like
And it was
like
muddy as well. And it was
Aaron Ramsey leg in that broken, and he's just like, get up.
Honestly.
yeah. So like, this made me angry. You know what I mean? It gave me some different energy, and I was like, yo, if I ain't getting a penalty, right, I'm gonna shoot from far and get in. So I take the ball midfield, dribble 1, 2, 3, pass the ball. My friend passes the ball back to me, and I hold the ball like this, right, looking around to see who I can pass the ball to in the box. And this guy comes from nowhere, the skinniest guy on the pitch. You know, I'm thinking, yeah, nobody can touch me. You know what I mean?
This guy thought it was Jogo Bonito, fam.
He kicks my leg. Yeah, on a normal day, if you kick my leg ain't gonna break. Right? He just smashes my leg, and my leg gets stuck in the mud like this, right? So my leg couldn't go anywhere. The energy couldn't go through.
Yeah.
So my knee just snapped, and I had pop, pop. And I knew it was gone, and I started screaming, right? And the referee was, play on! I'm screaming, yeah? I can tell you, that guy was racist, man.
Yeah.
I was like, my leg, I could see my knee, like, come out, like,
Wait, was that the one that they carried you back into the accommodation?
Yeah.
I seen you that day.
yes.
That
So,
was sad.
literally, right? The opponent's goalkeeper, he's a big guy. So he sees me, right? Like, my coach, the team, everybody didn't know what to do because they've never seen something like that before. So everybody's like shook and they're standing there. And I'm screaming, I'm like, looking at everybody like, in slow motion, like, help me. You know what I mean? But everybody just standing there looking at me like, in the mud, like, struggling and crying. My knee was just gone. So I had to crawl. Yeah? Nobody touched me. I crawled off the pitch, right?
What? No
Before they
stretcher?
knew it was serious, right? And then they were like, are you okay? And I was like, my knee's gone. And they were like, nah, you'll be fine. That's what they said to me. Then the opponent's goalkeeper comes to me and says, nah, this is serious. And he carries me, yeah? And he puts me in the car and he said, look, go to the hospital. You can't sleep like this. I go to NHS, yeah? This is why I hate the NHS. You can't trust me. You know what they say to me? They do an x-ray for an ACL.
You need an MRI.
And they do what they said to me. You're fine, you can go home. And I'm like, I'm looking at my leg.
No broken bones.
I'm looking at my leg, right? And I said, look,
So what, they do a scan for
for a broken bone.
For a broken bone, okay.
Which is wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just-
I mean, they didn't know what it was either.
No, but
So-
obviously, if somebody comes with the pain, do you just do one scan and tell them to go home? Obviously, they're
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
die home,
oh, shit.
They
You know what they give me?
But the resources are not there.
Yeah,
they give me
do.
para,
Book it.
right? And I'm like, yo, bro, I've taken para before coming here, it ain't gonna work. But then obviously, I didn't want to sound like that angry black child, you know what I mean? And everybody's over there, the old ladies are over there, I don't want to make noise. So I'm like,
Is this Southmead?
yeah, I'm trying to be positive
You
as
already
well.
know.
I'm trying to be positive and say, look, by the time I get home, I'll be fine, right? I go home and I start sweating. My body's like rejecting everything. My knees gets bigger and bigger and bigger, like the fluid and everything. Then I'm panicking. I don't know if I called you or somebody else. I don't know what happened, but like the security of is it Quantock was like called into the flat and they saw my knee. They were like, look, we need an ambulance here. The ambulance come, they do what they say to me. You'll be fine. Take a para. It will go down. Ibuprofen, it will go down.
Yeah, they
2 months
had it in
after,
more
right,
important
I do
cases.
my own personal scan and I realize my knee and everything is gone. And obviously, I can't sue the Salmi and say to them, look, you guys didn't do your job or anything like that. I just had to let it go, but that's like my little L.
Right, do you know, let me kind of get mine out of the way. Just so you guys know what L really is. Innit?
Yeah.
Alright. So what an L is, this is capital L. If I could capitalize my L, then this is
Capitals,
the
man. I'm telling
Capitals.
you.
Alright, so first year uni. It's funny, all our stories kind of involve like unis, right? First year
Yeah.
uni, big D's here
Wild
doing
time.
big clash, innit?
Come on.
Told you not to go.
So he's invited
Well,
me.
you told him
He told me not to go, but I wasn't on it. So, yeah. So then it was
That
like
day he was different.
Essex versus Kent, and like I never really took too much interest in Big
Yeah,
Clash
yeah.
till like he took part, and then he was like, "Yeah, come true." So man came true. So I woke up that morning thinking I left on a Saturday morning, got the coach to London, then the train to Essex. We get to Essex, then we obviously get ready for the show in
Yeah.
it. Come in, front seat in it. You see, I was there, I was watching, I was getting ready to come on there and do my
Videos on
thing.
YouTube.
Yeah, if you want to see YouTube, link in the bio. You see it. But then, so we watched the show. That show was amazing. Like honestly, I never had a sicker time.
Yeah, Big Clash was lit.
The Big Clash was lit, and that's now it finishes. Now they won. They
Jumped
demolished
in the
them.
bars.
Now it's time to celebrate, isn't it? So obviously, you know how we celebrate
Come
finish
on,
year.
man. Anointing.
Anointing. Like,
Anointing, man.
my head was in the clouds. Like I was above the clouds.
Yeah.
You see, like I wasn't on the ground. I was there, innit? So we done it. We were lit. We were lit the whole night. Cool, lit. Wake up in the morning, get more lit in it. Now it's time to come back to Bristol because we had an exam on that Monday. So it's now the Sunday now.
See, his lifestyle.
I don't
Yeah.
think I don't think I knew this, you know.
Nah, but it was one of them maths exams. I don't know. It was like the first year. It was something mathsly related. But I knew I was calm with it. Like I weren't stressed in it. So cool. Like we get above the clouds again, innit? Then catch the train back to London, and I'm a bit like whatever. So I'm now at London, trying to catch the coach to Bristol. No problem. Walk in, show the guy my pass. He lets me on.
Yeah.
I get on. It don't feel like the normal one. You know, like when we were new into first year, like Megabus. When you get on it, there's an up and down in it. There's always an up and down. This one didn't have an up and down. This just had an up, and it felt weird. Like it looked different anyway. But I wasn't thinking nothing of it. I sit in my seat and I want to charge my phone. Realise I left my phone in Essex. I mean, not my phone. I left my charger.
Yeah.
Left my charger in Essex, innit? So I must have texted D, but I left my charger. But I knew when I get to uni, I'll just grab my thing and do whatever I'm doing, innit? Cool. So I get on there, just sleeping. Because the phone's on like 5%, I just put an airplane mode to ignore them. So yeah, so I leave on, then I'm just sleeping. And then next thing I know now, it must have been time. Like it felt like over 2 hours. And I've done this journey to like Bristol to London, no problem. So I know where it is. I open my eyes and I'm seeing Dover. I'm thinking, what's Dover? Like,
It wasn't feeling right.
It weren't feeling right. Like it weren't feeling correct.
Like, just thinking like this journey's gonna for
mad long. I thought it's a crazy detour. So I'm now about to like I wake up. I'm thinking, let me ask someone like, well, go on in it. I must have turned around to the guy behind me, come to say like, oh, like they'll be taking my detour. Next thing I know, this guy's speaking. Like, he's not speaking English and that. Bro, he wasn't speaking English. Then my ear sharpened. Nobody's speaking English. I'm thinking, alright. Bro, Bristol got hella international students this year, innit? So cool. I'm like, let me go down to the source. Let me ask my guy, like, what going on? Like, why this detour? Why are we going to Dover? But actually, before I did that, I checked my phone and I realised Dover is nowhere near Bristol. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go down to ask this guy. I'm like, excuse me, is this coach going to Bristol? He's like, no. I'm like, alright, so where's it going? He's like, we're going to Paris. I'm like, I said, what? I said, you are? You might have gone to Paul Pogba, but not me. Like, so then I'm like, is there any way you can like let me off so I can make my way? This is why I've never seen this guy. He switched. Like, he banged out on me. He's like, no, I'm not getting out because we're in the queue for the ferry. And if I come out, everybody's going to miss it. So you're coming with us. I was thinking, I'm not really. Like there's no way you're taking me to Paris. Like, so cool. Like we now get to the bit where the guys are checking, everybody's like passport checking while going, and I explain the story to them. They bust up laughing. I don't think they've ever seen anything like this. So they're laughing, and then next thing you know, like we're busting bags, and I see the police pull up. I'm like, what? So the police pull up, and they're saying like they called us here because they thought you were an illegal immigrant trying to sneak into Paris. I'm thinking, bro,
Calais.
Why would you go to France?
That's exactly what I said. I hit the belly. If I wanted to be an illegal immigrant, I've hit the belly in the UK. Like this is where you get like
safe.
This is where you get fucking benefits and all of that. Like imagine I'm going to Paris to struggle for no reason, innit? So I must have showed them my driving license and my student card, and they're like, alright, cool. So
Did they laugh?
Yeah, they laughed, bro. They laughed. Everybody laughed, and at this point, like my hair was even dyed like ginger in it. But I ain't gonna ask. I'm gonna explain it. Like, they knew what
days, man.
Did I not do it for you before you left?
Yeah, he did before I left. He did it. Yeah,
Okay.
it was ginger in it, so they were just busting up. I think they weren't taking me seriously. So I get like a police lift in it to the station. Get to the station. Bear in mind, this is now like 8 o'clock on a Sunday. I'm thinking, flop. I wasn't even thinking about the exam now. I was just thinking, how am I getting home?
Yeah, because you got.
Get to the Dover station, smallest station ever. Look up on the board. No single train to London. No single train to anywhere I know. I'm like, So now I'm now, bruv,
Like, what do you actually do?
and all my money was in my savings because I was trying to
Were
be
you drunk?
What?
Are you drunk, by the way?
I said I was above the clouds. And at this point,
Yeah.
I was myself, innit?
Yeah, I think that's the reason why.
I was myself.
You were smashed, mate.
No, but you gotta remember, I showed this guy my ticket. Like, so I think the Bristol one was here and the Paris one was here.
You let you get on the wrong one.
He let me get on the wrong one. So
Because he didn't look at it carefully.
he must have been the one that was drunk. Because
He must be.
I showed him, because if you show someone a Bristol ticket to Paris, like,
Yeah,
That
they're
means
not
you
letting
can
you
actually bust. That means what you're
That's
saying
what I
is
do.
from this.
Some
You can
people
actually
don't,
try your luck and get
you
the
can try,
price on the
and,
cheap ones.
yeah, but then obviously you get to know where they check your passports and that. But actually, you could actually,
Like if you had brought that,
if you brought that,
Yeah,
if you knew it, if that was your intention, yeah.
yeah.
But back to kind of the situation. So obviously I didn't know what I was going to do. My phone was now on 1%. All my money was in my savings. I only had like £50 cash because obviously we were enjoying. So I was like, alright, cool. Let me go to one of the corner shops to get like a charger. So I go to the corner shops, try and get a charger. They're saying the till's closed. Like I've never heard the till's closed before, but the till's closed. Like the shop's just there. So it's like £15. I'm like, I'll give you 30. Like, so 100%. I said no.
Man accepted no bread.
Man said no, fam. No
That's
bright.
a profit.
So try another shop. Same energy. I'm like,
Probably
oh.
you didn't like it because of your hair.
Yeah,
What time was this?
Wait, this was in what? Dover, innit?
Yeah, this was in Dover.
Probably
You already know.
why.
You know what I'm going. You know why they didn't let man in it. So now I go back to the station. It's getting shorter and shorter, and the only thing I know is only thing I see on there that I recognise is Canterbury, and I know we went Canterbury for the open day.
Open day.
Yeah, so I must have seen Canterbury, and I know that there's a 24-hour McDonald's, so it's lit there. So I'm like, alright, say nothing. Let me at least go Canterbury. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, let me go Canterbury. So I went. I buy the ticket. I think the ticket's like £10. And this black brother gets on with me. They're giving me this sob story about how he lives with his girlfriend's like mum, and she don't like him because he's black and whatever.
Oh.
And I think that day I must have just been sad, but I finessed me, fam. He said he needed a bit of like money for the.
Probably it's true.
Yeah, he needed money for a hotel. Like he gave me his number. Like when we get to London, we can link. He was saying he lived in Croydon as well, so I was like, alright, cool. So, but you know that day I was just I was tired, didn't it?
Yeah.
So I gave him like 40. So that was all I had. 'Cause I didn't need the cash. Like all I wanted to do was just get on my
You
phone.
can't get. Wait, that means he had people before then because it's £40. It's not £40 for a hotel. Instead, you try to stay in the B&B.
No, you can get.
Look, but obviously,
Where the breakfast
I think
is.
like the way he explained the story was like serious. And if you ever watching this story, bro, like when we got my bread still, when we got my bread, like run me my bread. But yeah, so I gave him the money in it. I get to the McDonald's, and I'm like, alright, cool. Like I'm here. I'm asking people for a charger because once I charge my phone, I can buy a ticket to like London and back to Bristol. Asking everybody for a charger. Not a single person said they had a charger. Everyone said they didn't have a charger.
At least you're brave in it to ask for a charge.
No, fam, what am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do?
What you do?
Now, obviously, you're desperate, but looking at yourself, right? Going around, do you have a charge? Do you have a charge?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're homeless.
Nah, you have to firm it. You have to firm it. I'm in different
Do
ends
you know what I'm
now.
saying?
With a different hairstyle.
Different heads. Asking for a charger. And what's so funny is that I asked bare people, but even went outside to ask, and some girls were like, "Oh, yeah, you can come back to ours." I was thinking, "You bloody heifers, bro! Like, this ain't the time. Like, this ain't the time for this." Then this one cool brother was like, "I ain't got a charger, but I'll give you £20." So I'm like, "Fam, this is God just replacing the money that I gave up." So I grab the £20. I get a taxi now. Go to their Asda in Canterbury. I pick up the charger. Cool.
Amen.
No problem. Like, I think my problem has been solved, innit? I come back to the McDonald's because I'm the main character there now. Everyone knows my story, innit? Open up the charger. What is it? It isn't. Android charger that looks like an iPhone charger. So I've just wasted my time. I go and tell the security guard, he's all out here like, you know what you could do? You could just ask the taxi driver or something. You fucking idiot. Why didn't you tell me this like time ago when I was begging? So I asked the taxi drivers. They're like, alright. The first one was being stiff. The second one let me charge it. Then I charge it. Funny, charge it. So I charge it. I charge my phone to like 5%, and then I move my money into my main account. I buy the tickets from Canterbury to London and London to Bristol.
Sweet.
Yeah, I get to Bristol literally like I think it was like 8 in the morning. My exam was like 9.
Mad.
Yeah, I literally showered, came in, done the exam, smacked it, 88%. Came back on big.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think that story, like, to the day I die, I'm gonna keep telling that story.
I didn't even know you were the cousin that invited me.
Right.
Like, knowing you now, it's a bit funny. Because, like, do you know what I saw? I was like, I saw this guy jumping on people's cars. I was like, that's not Richard.
No, that's Leicester, bro. No, that's Barfest.
Oh,
That's What I lost at Barfest.
Barfest. Oh my goodness.
Yo, I went to Barfest twice.
That's
Did we not go to one together?
I was scared for him.
No, because you must have gone to another one. Though.
No, I went to Stamina.
Oh, you went to Stamina.
Years later, though.
Barfest. Oh my
That was
goodness.
lit! That was lit! Remember that I drove there, like, I was looking at the first bus, innit?
Same. SU nice.
Yeah, but at the time,
Yeah,
I was looking at the first
times.
bus, then I did that Friday. Oh, I cancelled that Friday, that was jokes.
You haven't got any L's. Like.
Yeah, do you want to go?
My L is not really a big L.
It's a big one, man.
No,
So-
it's a little light.
When was it? Second year uni, so going back to uni times again.
And yeah, we love it.
It was kind of over a girl.
Nathaniel.
Believe it or not.
Nathaniel over
Believe it
a
or not.
girl.
So obviously,
I can't
I'm
believe
single.
my eyes.
I'm
No,
single.
Why?
Hey!
Yeah, no, I was single and obviously I was just out there. And so I just got my car. Imagine, remember when I just got my
I
car?
remember you just
I
got
brought it back
Oh, I
to
know,
Bristol
I know.
because I was studying in Bristol, obviously. So I was driving around. I was confident. It was my first month getting the car. I was confident as shit. I was just driving the shit around. So I'm in traffic now. Imagine, and it's in the center of Bristol, and it's a kind of a downhill, kind of slope. So I'm texting. So imagine I'm on the phone now. I'm texting this girl like, oh, yeah, I'm on my way. I'm 5 minutes away. Next thing you know, I'm edging forward because obviously I know it's traffic, but like traffic is moving. Next thing you know, I bash into the car in front of me.
Was it
The
that
thing
bad?
is, the wild thing is, I never told no one about this until today.
Word, because I'm like, fam,
Yeah,
like, man,
then it wasn't bad then.
No.
What happened to the car? then?
So the car in front of me was a new plate A5, Audi A5.
Lad. You know the ones who got to call up your insurance company and they'll be like, what did you hit again?
And the moment I hit into the car, the first thought was, what the fuck? Why was I texting this girl in the first place?
yeah.
It wasn't even worth it. Like, fair enough if the girl was nice.
That's the worst one when you take an L for like.
Exactly.
Like,
So I go into this car, and obviously I'm a student. I didn't have that much money, so I had to take it on the L, take it on the insurance. Yeah,
I don't even-
to this
you know
day,
what?
it's affected me.
Yeah.
To this
Oh,
day.
is it?
Obviously insurance, isn't it?
What is
Oh,
it?
shit.
3 years ago.
Man.
So obviously
It's still affecting you?
It's still
Of
kind
course,
affecting
man,
me.
like, you
Obviously
have
it's
a crash,
lower,
crash,
but
yeah.
like it's still not as low as it could be. So yeah, it's a
What
big
were you
goal.
doing?
Very big
Anything
goal.
else?
My L.
Yeah.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
not
do it
saying.
after in the next chapter.
Yeah, we,
Oh,
we
yeah?
might have to. But don't worry, guys. Like, Dagenham Dave's definitely got a few L's. Like, we've been there for a couple still. We've been there for a couple, but nah,
Anyone.
nah, I've been there for a couple still.
Experience.
Nah, David.
Football team,
Yeah,
David, I think
Nah, we've been there for a couple still, David.
I'm not going to say that football one.
Yeah.
These L's are just beautiful, fam.
But
I love
yeah,
Beautiful journey, fam.
just to kind of wrap up though, no, but it's been nice having you man here. This has been actually lit. Like,
No.
it's,
Yeah.
it's better than nice.
Honestly, big up Richard for this, man.
Yeah,
Still,
Richard
honestly,
setting us all
like,
Nah,
seeing how he's actually like when he started the whole idea and actually just progressing through, it's mad still. Big
Sure.
up,
I think
man.
this year's moving different. He's a go-getter now. You know?
Go get him, man.
Yeah.
That's all. That's what it should be about.
Secure the bag. Don't chase it.
Words. But yeah, no, thank you guys for tuning in for the first episode. And if anybody's got a mad L that they want us to read out next time, you know what? Might as well share that. But nah, thank you guys. And
Thank
obviously,
you.
It's been good.
Thank you.
And short it tonight, yeah?